Hello, this is puppybadass, and this is my co-host Keith.
Hey,
Thank you for coming to the show. We have a couple of people we're gonna bring up, and then we got our special guest that's with us today.
yeah, we got a really special guest.
We got Mark Taft, who's our friend and helper at times, and
Hi,
our brother
everyone.
there,
Hey, everybody.
and the main star of the show, our special guest Michael B, which always likes to be incognito half the time.
Yeah,
Michael.
Michael.
Hey,
How's it going?
Michael.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Good.
Awesome.
I'm
Awesome.
doing great now.
Thanks for having me on, guys.
Oh no, thank you. You're a
Cheers.
busy
It's a
guy.
beautiful.
Yep.
It's a beautiful day out. What more could we ask for, right?
Right.
Oh yeah.
Be here with friends and talking about our favorite subject, right?
Yep.
That's right.
Now we got. I'm just gonna say a couple people that have come into the chat. Hello to Zach Song, and we have CD Nelson in the morning. How you doing, CD? And visit right now.
Um,
So, Michael, what do you want to tell us about your journey, brother?
Well,
Or your
welcome to
guitar?
anybody that doesn't know who I am. My name is Michael B. Been around the guitar community for a long time.
Oh yeah, you've been around since Ben and maybe
And
before.
before. And
Before.
before, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So I don't know. I did the excellent, chatting with Charles already, kind of told
Yep.
some of the story from that point of view. So I thought maybe on this one I would talk about like playing journey through gear.
Oh wow.
So
Yeah.
how like you learn about gear as you buy things, trade things, and how it affects your playing, good and bad, and kind of just go through mine. But hey, everybody.
Oh, Michael. Oh, I'm sorry. I got to answer this. I
Yeah,
know how this is, CD, but I've been up all night, so I've been up since 8:30 last night.
yeah, 2 a.m. for me too.
Yep.
Yep.
And we've been there before. And good
Everyone
morning,
had a late
Black
night.
Tar. How you doing, buddy?
And you ought to make a hang called the Night Owls.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Start at midnight Eastern and go to 5.
Yeah.
Anybody that can't hack it, you make fun of them as they drop off.
Welcome to all in the chat. Thanks for coming out today.
I couldn't do that, Michael, because I'd be at work, and the one thing is
There
work.
you go.
Wouldn't like that, me doing a show on the time when I'm trying to put up stock.
I remember some early shows of Ben's on a Sunday night where he would go till 5 a.m. in the morning. And I'm in IT, so I'd be working at midnight, like on a server, and I'd be like, hey, I'm listening, lurking. And then like at 3 a.m., be like, you guys are still here? And like be chatting at 3, 4, 5 a.m. working. It's ridiculous.
Cool.
Because sometimes you got to work on the computers while nobody's using them.
Oh yeah, huh? Didn't even think of that.
Well, the thing is, I was on 012 a couple times with them, so they did the sex hours things, and
Yeah.
Brian
Yeah.
was drinking, and I was drinking. They had me take shots, so I turned around and took shots.
No.
First time, I had no problem. Second time, I brought out the bottle of Jägermeister.
Oh
And
no.
I didn't know what happened, but somewhere along the line near the end of the show or something like that, I must have passed out. But didn't show it on the show. But I thought my wife had woke me up. My head was on the laptop and everything. I was passed out. I might have stuck around to the whole show because I don't remember.
Yeah, there's a certain kind of recovery from that with gold, glitter, and vomit all over the place, right?
Yeah.
Thank God there's no vomit or anything because that was on my laptop.
That stuff's evil.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
That
it's like-
reminds me of like Heffenreffers from when we were kids because it was the first one that was in a little bit bigger of a bottle and it was cheap.
Yeah.
You
Right.
remember Happen Records?
Yeah.
Ryan was
Yeah.
drinking. If I remember correctly, Ryan was drinking Corona Royal, and he was drinking the trying to think peppermint schnapps or something like hot fire whiskey or something like that.
Yeah.
So that was nothing compared to the
Oh,
Jaeger.
Fireball whiskey.
Yeah, something like Fireball,
The
something like
cinnamon
that.
one?
Man.
I like that's nothing. You get Jägermeister, that's your fucking hard ass core shit, you know.
Yeah, that stuff will make you take back things you didn't even steal. I remember
Oh
that
man, Mark, that's great.
Jägermeister,
Yeah.
and it was just unbelievable. The experience with the Jägermeister years ago. Wow, wow.
Oh, we got anybody want to play for Dan Gorman? We got Dan Gorman in the chat, which I don't
I'm
know.
gonna see
how
if I can
correct.
bring the chat up on my screen just so I can glance at it.
Okay.
Good to see you, Zach. Good to see everyone.
Then we got Stephen Munch in the chat, Dan Gorman,
Hey, man.
and
Hey,
we got
Munchman.
Steve Reeser in the chat. Good
Oh,
morning, Steve.
Steve.
Hey,
Steve, is that
I
you,
did it.
Steve?
I did a
Steve.
surprise pop up the
Steve,
other
is
day
that
to
you,
test some tech,
Steve?
and Munchman was there. Thank you, Munchman.
Yep.
Oh, cool.
Oh yeah, Munchman's real cool.
Steve.
All right.
Sometime
so-
me, Mike, and Munch got to get together.
Absolutely. We're gonna get some pizza in Boston.
Mm,
My
that sounds good.
My treat. Maybe Santapio's by the airport. That'd be awesome.
Everything but anchovies, Munch. No more anchovies, Munch.
So if you haven't noticed, everybody, I am a Boston area accent person.
Yeah.
That's why Steve from Boston has the best YouTube accent of anybody.
Well, everybody does. Well, you lived up there all your life too, so.
Yep. North of Boston usually. I did live in the Cape for a while too, which is cool. But yeah, so it kind of started in 75. My
Yeah.
first experience with gear and trouble learning, right? You got little tiny fingers. A lot of guys will relate to this. Your parents, my brother took drum lessons, right? And I said, well, I want to take lessons too. And they're like, well, you can't do the same thing your brother's doing, right? So I'm like, okay, well, I like Ace Frehley. I'll do guitar. That was it. So I got the acoustic, but the thing was obviously like, half-inch fucking string height, right? Really hard. He didn't even give me a nylon strung guitar. It was metal strings. I had little tiny little fingers trying to push on that. And I'd practice the Mel Bay book, right? Which doesn't give you anything of what you want to learn. Like it doesn't relate in any way possible. That's a lot of guys have that same experience. Just before Tab and before, guitar magazines and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Plus I was only 7.
I
So
lost guitar. Thank you.
that was
for
a
joining.
false start, but I learned open chords. You know what I mean? And I don't even think I did one bar chord by then. But early 80s, listening to Black Sabbath and Motley Crue had come out and Def Leppard had come out, just like not the big albums, but like right before that as they were getting bigger.
Yeah.
I remember Quiet Riot being really cool back in 7th
Oh
grade.
yeah, that was a great brand.
Yep. And
Dio.
Dio, yeah, everything was cool, right? Big Zeppelin fan.
Cool.
Anyway, so my friends were all saying we're gonna make a band, and this was like seventh grade, I believe. And so I asked for a guitar for Christmas, and we went to the store, picked one out. It was a Seiwa, which is a Japanese-made Strat copy. And I think it was made by the same company that did Ibanez at the time.
Yeah.
And it was a decent guitar. It had cheap pickups and cheap electronics, but the guitar itself, the fit and finish was really good for a budget guitar. But my parents spent all the money on that and gave me a plastic amp about this big. You know what I mean? So when my friend's band formed, I couldn't play a note electric. You know what I mean? And I was in the band for about 5 minutes. I named it. They kept the name, which was kind of cool. But within a half an hour, I was replaced by somebody that could actually play. So like gear does kind of matter, especially like at that point. So like today, there's no excuse. You can get a katana for a couple $100, right? Used. And that keeps up, the 100 watt keeps up with a drummer, right? But back then, I got a Backstage Plus, my first real quote amp. Even that didn't keep up. You know, I've showed some pictures of this before, but it's, you know, it's tiny and the distortion sounds like crap and you can't get AC/DC tones out of it. You know what I mean? Unless you really knew what you were doing. So it took me years. Took me until like 1988 or 89 to be in my first band, and it wasn't on guitar. So I ended up singing, and that turned out better. That actually worked out really well. But it's like the gear did hold me back in a real way, because had I gotten a real amp, and I wouldn't have been in that band, but the fire would have been under my butt to play with other people and to play with a louder amp, and and get to learn how that actually works. Because playing electric, as you guys know, it's not the same thing without the actual sound coming out. And you're half of playing a guitar and learning is restraining the rest of the strings that you're not playing. They can't just sit and ring out, because once you're plugged in, that sounds like crap. And half the time you don't sound good because you're not controlling the instrument. And Paul Gilbert talks about that a lot, if you ever want to see somebody explain it correctly. But when he picks more than one string just half the time without even thinking about it, because he's controlling the whole instrument. It gives him, and it's taken me decades and decades and decades to learn that kind of thing, because I didn't play with an amp. That band was called World's Eye, and it was like a prog metal band, which is cool. So does anybody else, like Cushman, did you start that way too, with the Mel Bay? And
yeah, I started by trying to do it myself, by trying to teach myself from other people, and then eventually I went for lessons.
Cool. But Keith, how about you?
Styles of the Studio.
Okay.
It was like a Mel Bay book that was really good.
Nice.
Yeah.
So learning what a G7 is.
Yeah. And learning the scales and stuff.
Nice. That's cool.
Yeah.
Right. So a couple years into that, with that band, the bass player, a friend of mine, Fab, he went to Berkeley for bass.
Oh, nice.
But because he's an hour away now, he's basically quit. Tried out 8, 9, 10 different bass players over a month, 2 months, and they're all great, but nothing was a fit. So Jason, the main band leader and songwriter in that band, he's like, "Why don't you play?" I'm like, "Okay." So we went to Daddy's Junkie Music and picked out an Ibanez TR mid-grade. We didn't do the entry level. We found one that played well, and I took it home, and for the next 6 months, just woodshedded. Jason showed me every single song. I didn't have to figure anything out, and I'm playing half Fab's bass, half Jason telling me what to play, and half me. You know what I mean? And I did that for decades. I've been in multiple bands on bass since that time. But guitar, it was always what I wanted to do. Did a little keyboards on the way, like early in after that band disbanded, it was the late 90s, and computer music was coming. So I got into the loop based stuff, because that's what the computer could handle back then.
Yeah.
So you got Fruity Loops, right? Kush.
Yeah.
And I started with that, and I made like a little EP of that kind of stuff. I still like the stuff I made, but that got me into DAWs on the computer, which didn't work great at the time, but Cubase was okay. And so was Cakewalk.
Yeah.
So my friends got into movie making, and I wasn't involved in this one. This wasn't my thing. I was music, right? And their composer they were supposed to have, which was a noted musician, up and coming musician in Boston, flaked out. And they said, "Hey, we need some placeholder music. Why don't you make a couple things for the score for the film we're working on?" And I had done a cameo in the film, so I obviously knew what it was. But and they did it. I did a great job, and they said, "Hey, do the whole film." So I got a feature length composing. I got my whole home set up with patch bays of equipment going in because everything's analog back then. And I had a decent home studio for back then. It had the Delta 1010s interfaces, which had like 24 inputs or 12 inputs and 12 outputs or some stupid thing like that. Real high end stuff. I had a couple of those and patch bays and outboard gear and all that. And I've traded it all in since then, so I don't have that analog gear for studio stuff anymore because I moved a couple of times and you kind of pare down what you're into. And there was no viable path to doing that for a living. And once I realized that, it was like I was out. Like, okay, this is a lot of work for no basic, payback of anything of any kind. I don't mean just money. I mean, like trying to focus your career into something creative. Because my whole life I've been doing that.
Anybody wants to check out Michael's channel? I turn around, put it in the link.
Thank you, Ed. So there's a playlist in there called Movies. There's like three or four shorts in there and one feature length. So the Killing Hands, the one I was talking about. Extra points if you can spot me in the film. I do a cameo.
All right, just we got Lars Guitars came in
Nice.
real quick. Timmy is showing up. Hey, Timmy, brother Tim.
Hey, Timmy.
Mark Taft's in the chat as well. Besides on the panel, Laz has come into the shop.
Hey,
Can't
Laz, what's
really
going on,
watch
man?
the show
Good to see you.
I'm preparing.
Hey, Laz.
Have mom.
I can have my mom talking about one of the Beatles concerts she went to in '64 at the Cow Palace in San Francisco. Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Really cool.
That is cool. Nice. Awesome, Laz.
Yep.
Anyone just listen to the background. Okay, Laz.
Has Laz been on here yet, Ed?
Yes, we had Laz on here.
Awesome.
And you never know, we might have him on again sometime.
Nice.
That way you can have his mom tell about the thing on tape on it.
That'd be awesome.
Zach said, "Puppy-ass, I need to play guitar by watching instruction tapes. I didn't take any guitar lessons other than the guitar classes in high school."
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Everybody has their own way,
I had some classes when I was younger in high school, but I was also in the track and everything, and I only had it for a short bit. So, plus you had to fight over the guitars in high school. You had a bunch of high school kids, and they only had like 5 guitars, so you're lucky if you even got to play one.
So, not to derail the story any all, but I did get pretty involved in keyboards for a while. So I've done a little bit of that, which is cool. And I don't have a good one right now, so I've been looking around. But I traded all that studio gear. Oh, go ahead, puppy.
He says Michael's the best people.
Ah, yeah, we love you, Laz. Known Laz for a long time. So, but so I took all that studio gear at some point and just turned it into like I want to be back in bands again. So I got in some original bands, some cover. I did a cover band for a bunch of years, and that was a ton of fun. It was a party band, and I mean the band partied before and after shows and stuff. It was great while it lasted. It flamed out at the end, but nobody's fault, except maybe me. That was amazing. I recommend anybody wanting to learn how to play better, join a cover band that's like a little bit better than you. Just a little bit better. Like you can handle it and things sound great, and maybe you're gonna work a little extra harder, but it makes you a better player. So that was one of the best experiences for me that I did, because I got to sing a lot of background vocals, which I love. Singing is my favorite to do. But I'd started to buy bass gear, because that's where things picked up. So I always had my P bass, my 95 P bass. And I'd either use a Fender combo or Ampeg. I'm still using the Ampeg now. But I built a pedal board, but I ended up using it for guitar as well. So I found myself getting guitar pedals board that I would use on bass. And I have found that once I started doing both like all the time, my playing became the same on both instruments, if that makes sense. So I ended up using the same pedal board.
Oh, cool.
But starting to do the YouTube and things back in, I don't know, was it 15, 16? I can't remember. I started to go more on the explore digital side, and I turned all my pedals in, and I got a Helix, and I used that for years. And what that allowed me to do was experiment with stuff without buying it. So I could learn like what drive pedals I like, how to stack them, where to put them in each thing. But I have recently started playing guitar for the first time in a band setting, and I'm singing, which is great with my friends. That's what the Sublimbic band is that I've got on here.
Oh, cool.
So that's that project, and it didn't cut. It would if I made it loud enough so that everybody could hear it. It was irritating, like I was overpowering, right? Because it's digital. So I still have the Helix, but I bought finally the pedals that I had been figuring out in the digital realm, and I bought them all, and I have a new pedal board, and I'm not using the digital anymore, and it sounds great. Like it was a huge upgrade, but more importantly, it made me feel better to play. Like it literally responds better. It sounds better. It works with the band, and then the frustration goes away, and your playing starts to improve again because you're not worrying about, like, how come I can't hear me, or when we hear me, it doesn't sound good, and or I'm too loud in some frequencies and fizzle and things like that. So it was a good lesson, because I kept saying how digital, because I go to a gig with Melancholy Circus on bass, and I just put my board down and I'm done. Like literally you plug the DI into it and it's like, okay, I'm ready to go. And like I set my amp down and then I watch Sean, and he's got to set up his pedal board. He's got two big pedal boards. He's got the theremin and his half stack, and the backup half stack, or combo that he brought, and like a whole myriad of guitars and acoustics that he uses for different songs. And it would take a half an hour to set up at worst, and he'd try to whizzle it down and get it as tight as possible, but be stressed out. I didn't want that. So I kept saying how amazing digital was, because at a club, nobody knows you're on digital. It sounds great in the PA, but the rehearsal mix suffers, you know what I mean? And I would use real amps in rehearsal. So now I'm kind of going back on that digital and going to real pedals again, going, see, I see the difference. You know what I mean? So my next challenge for myself is to go back to the digital and compare what I get out of this one and see if I can get it out of the digital one now that I know what the digital one sounds like. So it's this cool convoluted journey, right? But my playing's improving and it's fun. I'm having a blast. I'm a lifelong learner, and I'm a real slow learner in this kind of stuff. So it's taken me decades, but it's worth it. It's worth it.
I'm a real slow learner, but me and you are going to be getting together at times, practicing.
We learn at our own pace.
That's right, in our own way.
Yeah,
and there are things that I pick up faster than other people, concept wise. But then the minutia of like actually working it out and spending the time, then you need attention. You need to, do put the time in, and that's where you start to wander and start creating, and before you know it, your practice is shot because you're just noodling, having fun. But yeah, you're right, Mark. It's like everybody has their own path, right? What was that?
Keith, you don't have the cat in your face yet.
No, the cat's in there sleeping. I snuck out. I snuck out here with the cat sleeping in there.
Hey, Timmy.
That's because, Michael, every time I talk to Keith, this cat troublemaker comes in and starts snuggling up against him in the other room.
Right. So the other half of the equation, right, is what I was talking about with the acoustic. The acoustic wasn't fit for my little fingers, right? Whereas the electric guitar was, but my amp wasn't. You know what I mean? Like there's always been something missing that's held things back. And that's what I mean by a slow learner. Like I don't figure these things out all at once right away. You know what I mean? It takes reflection and trying things over the years and probably buying way more gear than that any person should, right?
Yeah.
But I do the one in, one out. Like I don't collect. If I get what's functional and what's useful. But like I had to figure out what kind of guitar is right, because I assumed that the Siowa that I got first, it felt comfortable, had the Strat, the neck was amazing. Like the workmanship on the neck was really, really good. People that had expensive guitars would play mine and go, "Oh wow," but then they'd hear it through an amp and like the pickup sucked. So we did the Eddie Van Halen thing. My friend, like when we started World's Eye, he didn't have an electric. And I said, well, here, use mine. And he's like, all right, but we got to modify it. So he like took the wire snippers to the pick guard and made a big hole where the humbucker was going to go. We took chisel and hammer, just like Eddie, and we chiseled out a big cavity in the thing. And I bought a humbucker, a Seymour Duncan, and we stuck it in. And then that was that guitar for years. So until he could afford an Ibanez, more expensive one, he used that, and then it ended up in a fire, a campfire at the end, because the thing was so abused and beat. We never got so much use out of a guitar, modding than that one. But I still wish I had kept it just to have even the body of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, it'd been nice to kept it wall art or something like that. Reminder of the first thing you started on.
Yep. But I mean, you guys have that same thing. Like, did you go through Fenders and then say, "Oh, wait, I'm going to try a Gibson scale or a Gretsch guitar or an Ibanez"? Because like the Ibanez basses had a really thin neck, which was great for speed. And I was playing prog metal, and I was playing with a pick too. Jason said, "Play with a pick." It's like, listen to this Megadeth album. See, you want that. It was Countdown for Extinction album. And he was like, okay, so I went for that. So I played bass with a pick at first, but then I switched to fingers, and you start to learn, like, try different things. So did you guys do that? You like have you tried different kinds of guitars? Ed, you have LPs, and now you have tellies, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I have 2 tellies now.
But what do you think about switching? Like, does it feel like a whole different instrument? Like when you play like the Gibson LP style?
It feels a lot better. All I know is I got the Les Pauls and stuff like that, and they feel good. I never played a Gibson, so.
But you have a Les Paul though. You have Les Pauls.
Yeah,
that's what I mean. The sizing.
Yeah, the sizing feels good. The T's actually feels more comfortable, believe it or not. It's smaller. I could get as you can see, I get my hand where I could get my fingers all the way up there.
There you
where
go.
I couldn't do it before. And
or do you wrap your thumb around?
Yeah.
Do you wrap your thumb around? Like on the T's, is that easier or harder? Is it easier on the Les Paul, maybe?
It's easier on the T's.
Okay. That's a nice guitar.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah,
I caught a little bit of the show yesterday. That is beautiful.
One, yep.
That thing rivals my guitar over here, which I'll get to. So,
well, the one thing is, check this out, Michael. I don't like white guitars, right?
Yeah.
But this one is the one that really convinced me I was getting the right guitar.
I saw that unboxing.
Yeah,
gorgeous.
That is awesome.
So whenever I play this one, I'm like wiping off the ashes.
That's rock and roll, man.
Or my whiskers, you know. When they go.
That's rock and roll. You want that.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna go grab one. The next thing I for the first time tried a Les Paul up at the music store, and I just ended up playing it for hours and hours and hours, and I'm like, this is amazing. So I went through, a bunch of Epiphone Les Pauls till I found the ones that I like. So I'm gonna go grab one. So this was my next revelation, was like, oh, scale length matters and string spacing matters, and like it makes it different. It's a different experience. So I started playing with my fingers, and I'm gonna go grab that one.
If anybody like to donate or put a tip in the tip jar, I am putting a link in the chat. We would appreciate any donations or anything that'll help with
Right.
paying for the channel and gear.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, that's
So
very nice.
It's a 50s style. I got a little leather thing I stuck on I sewed it and stuck it on the top. But this I started to explore fingerstyle playing more. And I love that because so my bass playing and my guitar playing started to become the same, when I got this. And I thought, oh my God, this is what I should have been playing the whole time. But there's a nice man in my chat named Keith.
Yeah.
Right. And Keith is the dude. And for like 6 months, maybe, or even a year, you kept saying, Mike, do you want to try something?
Yeah.
Like, I just kept like, I don't know what he means. How am I supposed to try that? Like, because I can't just go buy guitars like to try, right?
Yeah.
And I didn't know what he meant. And we got on the phone once, we were chatting, and he's like, I'll send you this. Let me go get it. Because it's completely different than anything I'd ever played.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw him playing the Epiphone. I'm going, man, you can go so much faster than that guitar.
Yeah.
Right.
I just happen to have a fast guitar sitting there.
That's cool.
Yeah, well, if I remember right, you picked the right one for him.
All right.
Oh, how cool.
So now we get the one that's in my thumbnail, and this thing is special.
Awesome.
I don't know how to get it in the shot here. I guess I just got to do the body. Let me move the strap. So I've customized it a little bit because this is the Night Swan, which is Vivian Campbell's signature in the late 80s with Whitesnake.
Nice.
And he had that single coil added because this is a weird guitar that it has two humbuckers in the bridge in the middle, but no pickup in the neck. So I liked what Vivian had done, adding the single coil, because it's always been my favorite pickup on a Strat or a Tele for that matter. So I sent it to Ron in Ohio, Luthier, Ron Gunner, and he put in that pickup. He didn't even have the neck, but he miraculously made the neck fit because there's an overhang on it. And when I got it home, we were nervous. I did it online. I'm like, let's see if it fits, because we did it without measuring, and it went right in, right up against the pickup, perfect, like as if we planned it. And then I took the humbucker out of the Les Paul over there and stuck it in the middle here, and stuck the JB in the bridge on that one. So now I've got both pickups in both guitars.
Dan Gorman just subbed to you, so
Thank you, Dan. So the cool thing is, Keith was like, "You're trying to shred. Play this, play this," and Keith was right, man. My playing changed when I got this guitar, and I just didn't put it down for 2 years. And I had Ron put in, like Ron's suggestion, we put in the stainless saddles there and the spacers.
Very nice.
yep.
So
Very
it's a
nice.
1000, but it's got, the key parts changed. And this thing stays in tune so well. Like it's unbelievable.
That's what I loved about it. I was afraid to touch it because it's like it stays in tune. It works so good, and everybody says they're bad, but
The whole
No
thing
way.
that the whole problem Michael has is if he gets drunk, You can't say I'm seeing spots because he has it on his guitar.
So a jump and playing, right? This is like I learned something new, tried something different. This is completely different than any guitar I've ever played. And I don't play it like a shred machine. I play it with my fingers, and half the time I'm on the single coil pickup and just enjoying it, but the neck profile is great. I love the trem in its stability, but I can't down tune it to E flat, So it always had that one, kind of issue of like, we decided as a band, let's try E flat. But then we were all like, nah, so we stuck them all back up. And it's like, what do you drop those songs? No, you get another guitar, right?
Well, Zach just subscribed to you too, Mike. So
Thank you, Zach. Now, Zach, I've known for a long time too.
But here's the new baby.
There's the new one.
This is the new one. This is you see, I put my signature skull on there.
Yep.
But this is a Fender $2,800 guitar. Love the thing, and I really do feel like the extra money on the guitar does actually make it easier to play for some things. Now, this one, granted, this one is not vintage spec at all. This has a 12 to 14 radius, stainless frets. It's got just like the T's there. You've got the cutaways here on the neck, and you got the comfort carve here, but you also got this one here, locking nuts, all the cool things.
Yep.
I love the pickups. I'm not even going to change them. And that was the decision to get this one versus a different Fender was that this one has the nitro, and I wanted to have a guitar that did the checking on its own and the relicking.
Had the nitro finish, yeah.
Yep. And it's mine because I stuck the skull on it, right? No trading it in now. So I just love it. And I do like the 6 saddles as opposed to the 3. I find this easier for me. And because of the brass, they resonate supposedly a little better. But I'm loving this thing, and I play it endlessly. The neck's a little chunkier, but not too much than the Fenders I've had in the past. But it's a little wider this way, whereas I found that the made in Mexico ones, the strings are so close to the edge, I'd pull them off. I play kind of aggressive. But yeah, that's my gear, and I got a whole new. I got a tube amp, which you can defeat the speaker in the apartment, and a pedal board, and I can play the whole analog setup through the digital.
Oh, cool!
With an IR on the amp.
I'm on my show.
So pretty cool, but you just never know what gear is going to be right for you until you try them.
True.
You don't know what's it going to bring out in your playing, what's it going to inspire you to write or cover.
I find that each guitar brings out a different voice.
Yep.
Yeah, it's got different tone, different sound.
This makes you feel different.
Yep.
Yeah.
Each one feels a little different, except the 2 Gs I find here to feel basically almost the same.
Yep.
But
so, Kush, what's your favorite style right now for?
I like LPs.
LPs, excellent.
Yeah.
Is it the string spacing or the length?
I like the length.
Yeah.
But lately, I've been changing my mind, and I'm really getting into the feel of Fender boards, like Stratocasters.
Yep.
And as long as it's got a humbucker in it, I'm pretty okay with that.
Yep.
It's
I totally agree. Yeah.
Kush got me into the Les Pauls when he was stuck with Charles and everything, and I tried one and I liked it. So I went from Les Paul to the Diamond when I got, but even though I got a couple Strats, I haven't played them. I gotta try those out once in a while. But I gotta change the strings on one of them. But then I got the T's. Now I got the T's. I'm loving it, and I'm waiting for
So Ed, if
Now,
you had to guess, what would the style you're kind of gravitating towards? The Tellys now or the Les Paul?
the tellies, to be
Yep.
honest with you.
Yep.
'Cause
They're
That
just
white
so
one's
clean.
beautiful too.
Oh yeah.
How
You got two
about
beautiful ones.
how about Mark? What kind of guitars are you gravitating towards today, style wise? The Strats or Les Pauls?
I've
Or...
always loved the Strat. Always.
Nice.
And I only have a few guitars, but not very high quality. You know, I have a Squire Strat. It's
Those
a
can be
nice
great.
guitar, and I have my Epiphone EJ200 Jumbo, my acoustic,
Very nice.
and it's
nice.
gorgeous. I love finger picking on my acoustic. Love it.
That's great.
Just, I mean, I don't know a whole lot of. I'm still learning a lot of the notes, a lot of the chords, but I just love that feeling of strumming, just going through basic chords and then just finger picking. You know, it sounds so peaceful. You know.
Yeah, that's beautiful. I got a hummingbird acoustic, but it's at the rehearsal space.
Oh, cool.
I got one of those too.
Isn't that great? Just has a unique tinny sound to it. Not tinny, but like a bright.
Mine's an Epiphone hummingbird. Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yep. I love it. Yep. How about you, Keith? What is your
Well,
go-to
I got some really nice guitars, and I end up getting a PRS out because it's hanging in the closet. It's so easy to get, and the neck is so nice and it's light. And then if it's Saturday, like a special day, I'll take out one of the other guitars. But I kind of got to dig them out.
Which PRS is it?
The 24.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Nice,
so it
nice,
has all
nice,
kinds of
nice.
stuff going on with it.
Right on.
Yeah.
And it's really easy to play. It's just so easy to play. It's just one of those and plus it's hanging up right there in the closet. I got it in the middle with nothing else around it, and I just grab it. It's just so easy to get to. I don't got to dig out the big case and open the case. And
I got to put my hands on a PRS at the local store in Manchester, New Hampshire. Manchester Music Mill is where we go around here. And I put my hand on a PRS, like a $1,200 one. So I'm not sure where it was made. But it was amazing feeling. I didn't get the chance to try it. I've had bad experience with bandmates with PRSs that I didn't like them, so I ended up not liking their guitars, which isn't really fair. Because one of them had an
I got
80s,
that silver. What was it? The silver
Silver
one
Sky.
with silver sky, and I didn't like that at all. It's just like a Fender.
Oh, okay.
I didn't like that at all.
Okay.
But the 24 is really nice.
Yeah, but his couldn't stay in tune, and he had one of the older ones, like one of the first ones Paul built.
Oh wow!
And it's expensive and nice and coveted, but it wouldn't stay in tune through a song. So we'd be out doing a gig, and like he'd be out of tune halfway through the song. So it's like that wasn't a good introduction to PRS. Plus, he didn't like me. He was pretty grumpy. Good for him. He writes good music, and I wish him well. But we weren't compatible. But I've since wanted to try and give it a more fair shake. And try a PRS. But that neck felt amazing.
Yeah, the neck is so cool on it. It's so different from anything else, and it's really easy.
Yeah.
It's just so easy to play.
Yeah. It's cool to hear Paul talk too, even though sometimes it sounds like baloney. It's funny.
Yeah.
He's good at it. Telling the tone stories,
Yeah.
Whether it's all true or not, who knows? But it's fun watching them. So this year I'm gonna post more. Thank you for subscribing, Zach and Dan. I'm gonna start posting again. It's been 6 months. We moved, and I was busy this last year. So I'm gonna get back into it. I'm gonna maybe do some live stuff where I sing and play.
Yeah, I love your shows you put on.
Thank you. And
I really do. They're so nice, and you get into the synths, you get into this, you get into that. It's just really cool the whole time.
Yeah.
You keep watching it,
I try to layer.
Yeah.
Try to layer keyboards and playing.
Yeah, and it's fun to just keep watching it and watching it. It's really cool.
I'm usually just doodling and having fun. But
Yeah,
I
but
want to
it's
do a more formal and
we-
like put a set list together and
time.
add to it, and we're gonna do the band too.
No, that'd be
we're
so
gonna
cool.
we're gonna do live streams with the band.
That would be cool.
Starting in the spring. So
So you're
along
in
with
2
real
bands
shows.
now?
Officially, but unofficially, no.
Oh,
I can't get back easily to Melancholy Circus, and I feel really bad about it because I can't
oh,
provide my own transportation. I don't drive.
yeah.
I don't have the vision for it. And we moved a little bit maybe out of the distance, so I haven't addressed it, and I owe those guys an explanation. They know what's going on, but so I'll probably end up just going to do the one. It really bums me out to talk about it.
I'm
Honestly,
sorry.
I really love those guys.
Yeah.
And I love playing in the band, and it's music I listen to even if I wasn't in the band. And it's the Melancholy Circus on YouTube. They're so good. There's a couple
Yeah.
clips of us playing live too. If
Oh,
anybody wants
cool.
to see that. I think we're doing Fairies Wear Boots, I think, on one of them. A couple of we did like half covers, half originals. And I love Sean's music. It's just so good.
Yeah. So you played
And those
bass in
guys
that
are
band?
amazing. Yeah, I was bass.
Yeah. And
Those
now
guys
you're
are
playing
amazing.
guitar and singing?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yep. Jeremy is the main songwriter guitarist. He's going to be more of the lead guy,
No, cool.
songwriting and lead. But I've written some songs too that I got to get together and bring in. So
All
it's going to be a
right.
combination of everybody writing. The drummer Andy, who I've been playing with in World's Eye, and Fab, they were in World's Eye, my first band, and we're still friends and still best friends and playing together.
That's cool.
Yep.
That is so cool.
Oh, hey,
Greasy
Matt Hatter.
Monkey. You got Greasy Monkey in the chat as well.
Hey, Greasy, what's going on?
Hey.
Cool. So I've been babbling. You guys.
No, it's really cool. No, it's been great to hear.
Question is, which are you leaning towards right now, Mike? Looks like you're leaning towards
the telly right now.
the telly right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I almost feel guilty, but I want to go back and try the other two now with my pedal board and stuff.
Yeah.
But I feel like I've been cheating on the new guitar. So, like I'm still in the honeymoon.
Yep.
Right. And I'll probably be there for a while.
Yeah,
But,
that is so cool.
Even just picking up these other two right now, I'm like, oh, that feels so good.
Just like
cool.
me. Yeah. And the one thing is I'm waiting for the other telly that's my brother's been doing. So
Freedom Caster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And I got the one coming from Brian, which I gotta try, the Ibanez Geo gem.
Yep.
Which I have an Ibanez Geo, but see if the gem's different.
Yep. So I don't know what's interesting. I don't know.
Well, I know me and you were talking in the back of the green room. We're gonna probably get together maybe a couple times this year if we can.
Yeah, let's shoot these out. Let's take Torson's tees, right? You can do the white one or the purple one, and let's shoot it out feature for feature against this. Yep. I'll come to you or you come to me, and we'll do a video, Ed.
That'd be really fun. And
we'll shoot these two out. And I think people are going to be surprised just how many features are packed onto that tease.
Yeah.
For a tenth the price.
Yeah.
And that's crazy. That is absolutely crazy.
Yeah, I think you were a little impressed when we were showing you in the background when we were talking about it.
It just seems so reasonable.
Well, I wonder if it's because like Torson's doing the labor on a lot of these things and like allowing for maybe things that don't scale to thousands and thousands. And I don't know what I'm talking about, but it just
he totally worked. When we were talking to him last time, he had one on the workbench. He was fixing to go out.
Yeah.
So he goes through them and really good. And he does a little $50 setup where he takes out the long screws on the bridge and puts in short ones, which is really nice. That's worth it right there.
Exactly.
And he sets it up however you want it. It's really cool.
But that and the part choice is the value of that guitar. Like he's packing in locking tuners, right? And hot rails, that thing, and the button to switch it into single. And like those things, if you had to do like 10,000 or 30,000 of those, you would never make that fly because the economics just wouldn't fit,
Yeah.
right? And he wouldn't be able to at that point do the manual labor on every single
Yeah.
one. So I think we're
It-
in this perfect sweet spot where tease is just amazing.
yeah.
Yeah.
He said a lot of them come like they come, but he goes through them really good.
He
Yep.
goes
And
through
his next order is like 1,700 guitars. So he
You
can
know,
get 1,700 guitars and get them at a good price and make
Yeah.
it so you get a nice guitar.
right. But
Greasy
he,
Monkey just sub to you. Oh
nice,
my
No,
man.
cool.
Greasy, thanks.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I'm
way
gonna
cool.
start posting. I'm gonna start
Yeah.
posting. I'm gonna like post my new pedal board. I'll go through the like dry
Yeah.
pedal
You really
choice.
like his show and you learn something whether you want to or not.
Yeah, the one thing is getting that pro setup like he does for $50. It's well worth it because I had him set it up exactly like his
Yeah,
way he would set his up,
yeah,
and he goes through that whole thing. I mean, you go to other places like you got yours through Sweetwater, they don't do the setup like that. They
that's
don't do
right.
anything. They just set it away.
That's
He
right.
actually goes through. He'll even let you pick whatever strings you want on the guitar. You can pick 9s, 10s,
Yep.
and whatever brand he has, you can pick out of.
I'm
I
telling
wouldn't
you, that tease has one
yours.
thing the Fender didn't do that I'm gonna leave for that video, but it's in the same exact thing you're talking about, Ed. And people are gonna be surprised that tease did a better job than a $3,000 Telecaster, like
That'd be
American-made
cool. That'd be
Telecaster.
great to watch.
There's at least one or two things where tease did a better job
Cool.
from out of the box, and I can just tell by watching Ed's video.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my god, like Fender got this wrong. Tease didn't. You know what I mean? It's fixable, so it's not a big deal, but you shouldn't have to
Yeah.
to a $3,000 guitar, you know.
And he even makes sure the string spacing is a little bit up on the bottom string so you don't fall off the board and the top one is tighter in because you don't stretch it.
Yeah.
So
Well,
that's really cool.
This one had that. This one was set up right in that
Yeah.
regard, whereas my older Fenders were not. I used to
Yeah.
pull the string off the end during rehearsal.
Yeah.
And I'm a
that
little
just-
I admit I'm a little aggressive playing, you
yeah.
know, with my hands, but once that string pulls off that nut, and you realize it because there's not enough width on the fretboard because they cheaped out a little.
So
The guitar's gone.
so is that rough on your right hand playing with your fingers?
No, you get used to it because I'm
Do you
used to
keep your
bass.
nails short?
Short usually, yeah.
Short so
I
they
did
don't catch on the string?
well, I did on bass. I did the plucky keep three fingernails the exact right so I could use them as picks.
Yeah.
I did that for a long time, but I don't do that on guitar because the strings aren't as hard to pull.
Yeah, that's great. You don't have to count on that.
Yeah, so I keep shorter nails now. But you get calluses like everywhere. So like you get like I've got blisters in places you wouldn't think, you know, because like repeated contact. But I use all my fingers too.
Yeah, all of them.
So like I'm really smashing, but it looks like bass playing.
Yeah.
And honestly, it does. Like I'm doing this a lot.
Yeah.
You know, like
Right.
like Sting.
Yeah.
So like I play the guitar like that more.
Like Lindsey Buckingham.
Yep. Or I strum with the three fingers. So like
yeah, that's what Lindsey Buckingham does.
Right. Exactly right.
It's so cool.
Exactly right.
It just sounds so rough thinking about it.
But it's easy to make noise too. So like they don't want. So you start to learn how to muffle the strings.
Muffles too. That's great. That's so cool.
Yep. Yeah. Thanks, Mark. Mark sub. Thank you, Mark.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, we got
this
a lot
is going to
of
be a
people
good
doing
year
stuff.
for music. This is going to be
I
a
think
really,
so.
really nice
It's gonna be
year
a great
for
year
music.
for you.
I'm
That's so
excited.
cool.
The gears is what I've been shooting for all these years, and I think I finally got everything that I need, and I don't have anything extra.
Yeah. Oh, that's
so-
okay. Don't worry
It's
about
okay,
it. We're glad you made
Jeremy.
it at all. Thank
Glad
you, Jeremy.
Glad you showed Jeremy.
Hey,
Glad you're here.
strings and pucks.
And if anybody wants to, I put a link in the chat for anybody who wants to tip or donate to the channel. We'll help channel for gear or was paying.
Local shout out.
and maybe help put some money towards that guitar we plan on doing the giveaway. You also could find the tip jar on my YouTube channel underneath links or right underneath my name. Thank you.
Gene Spliced. Thank you, sir. That's a new name in the
Oh
chat.
yeah, that's new.
Nice.
Yeah,
Welcome.
Gene's
Will we
place.
say
Yeah.
hi to Blackjack?
Blackjack.
Oh yeah, we've got Blackjack in here. We got
Gosh.
Gene's place. A new one that came to the channel also was let me see if I can find them.
Mad Hatter. Blackjack.
Large guitars. We got Therapy Labs. We got Steve Breezer. Yeah, Lars Guitars was a new one that we got to the channel. Thank you, and we appreciate
Oh,
him
Bill
coming.
said he'll come on sometime. We'll have to
So-
check you out.
I already asked him in the chat, and hopefully he shoots me an email.
Oh, cool.
'Cause I put
Zach
it.
will have to explain why you don't dunk Dunkachinos.
Got Mad Hatter in the chat. We have Dan Garman in the chat.
Strings and pucks. It's just up,
Things that
back.
Puck was he just had a show today, and I hope he's got some rest because I know he's recovering. He was really tired. We got CD Nelson in the chat, Greasy Monkey, Timothy in the chat, Mad Hatter.
All
as
right,
you-
Tommy. Hey, you have a good day.
Jeremy's
Got it.
asking for a link, Ed. Is that Jeremy? Or is it somebody else?
Michael's link. Yes, I'll have that for you. 1 second, Jeremy.
He might have joined after it got pasted, so he doesn't see it. But thanks for guys for having me on. I really enjoy talking to everybody. This community is awesome.
No, thank you, because you're great to watch, perform, and everything else. So thank you.
Yeah, you're a great guest.
Yeah, you're
Made
perfect.
some such good friends over the years. Keith, Ed,
Yeah.
Mark,
Yeah.
all you guys, Kush,
Yeah.
Zach.
And putting his link in the chat right now, Jeremy. There you go.
Awesome to have you on the show, Michael.
Yeah.
And Blackjack, we've seen in the chat for years and years and years. So many cool people.
Oh yeah, there's so many cool people in here.
We got 2 minutes left. Do you want to read off who you want to read off?
You just sub to the channel. Okay.
There we go.
Okay, man.
Do a private chat after this. I'll put a link in a few minutes. I'm gonna read off people to check out and watch as on the list. Charles Green and Mitch Heyman, Ben Coons, Brian from Searching for Tone. Sorry. Got tongue tied there for a minute. Bill from Guitar Pizza Hoarders, Jeremy from Strings and Pucks, Laz, Therapy Laz, Valley Bahath. I'm going to have you say that name next time, Keith. OU812 crew, Ubi, CD Nelson, Quentin and Steve, Jay Allens, Trey Shreddings, Brandy Miller, which is Ubi's wife. She's got some good content out there. Joe West, BBM, Baby Boy Mulligan, Strings and String Pickers, Tone Yeager, Birdman, Spectre Studios, which I find him kind of hilarious in some of his good content. Ted Talks Guitars, Fret Not, Smoke Eaters, Herb from Fireside Studios,
Hey,
Keith
Herb.
from Love of Guitars, and Michael B. Yes, Dan. Somebody said, "Hey Ed," so I guess we got Matt McCollum.
Hey,
in it.
Matt. What's up,
Hey,
man?
Matt, now you show up.
What's up,
Don't-
man?
Took a long
Hey,
time to
Matt.
get your pants on, huh?
Don't forget Matt McCollum as
Yeah.
well.
You cannot forget Matt.
You cannot forget Matt. He's unforgettable.
Oh, but he's such a great guy. He is. He really is.
Hi, Matt.
Awesome. And we're putting a link in the chat.
We're gonna hang out here for a while afterwards, Matt, if you want to talk.
So anybody wants to join us, and if you, we'll give you about 5 minutes. And when we shut down, you can no pants on. LOL. Slept
Hey,
in.
does Laz have a show today?
Yes, he does.
Sometimes he starts at 1. Just pointing that out.
Yeah. Well, what we'll do is in the back of the private chat, we'll also put Laz's
I just
show.
don't want to stomp on Laz. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
got 1:11, 1 p.m.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's doing Last Beatles live show experience. Nice. Everybody check Laz out if you haven't. It's awesome. Music Therapy Laz.
Oh, that's been a nice hang today.
That was really
Yeah.
great.
Yeah,
And we're gonna have a little more here.
So
If you feel like sitting around a couple of minutes, Michael, and maybe you'll have some questions or something
Sure.
yeah.
that people
Sure.
didn't ask on the show.
Sure.
But
That'd be
like I said,
great.
Yeah.
If you got the time.
Yeah,
thank
Okay,
you
stick
for
cool.
around. I'll
coming.
stick around.
Thank you for everybody showing up. Put thumbs up. And do me a favor, stay safe. Do something nice like Charles Green says for someone for no reason at all. Don't litter, as Ben would say. And just have awesome, enjoy the time with your family and play as much guitar as you can. And have a cool day.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you
Have
guys.
an awesome day, everyone.
We'll see you all later and have an awesome day.